Welcome back, curious mind, to Hidden Pages. Get ready for another amazing adventure. Today, we're going to explore the life of Mark Zuckerberg, a very famous person who changed how people connect all over the world. He started a website called Facebook, which grew from a small idea in a college room to a giant platform used by billions. He wanted to make it easy for everyone to share their lives and talk to friends and family, no matter how far apart they were. This very long story about Mark Zuckerberg is made just for you. It's written in the easiest English, A1 level, so you can understand every detail. We will learn about his early days as a boy who loved computers and building things. We will see how a simple idea at a famous university became a worldwide phenomenon. We'll explore how Facebook grew so fast, bought other popular apps like Instagram and WhatsApp, and how Mark is now trying to build a new virtual world called the Metaverse. Get ready to discover the mind behind the connections. Chapter 1: The Young Coder, Mark's Digital Beginnings. Our fascinating story about Mark Zuckerberg begins in 1984. He was born in a place called White Plains, in New York, a state in the United States of America. Mark grew up in a family with his father, who was a dentist, and his mother, who was a psychologist. He also has 3 sisters. Even as a small boy, Mark was incredibly interested in computers and how they worked. He loved to explore and build things with technology, much more than playing traditional games outside. When Mark was just around 11 years old, his love for computers became very clear. He wasn't just playing simple computer games, he was learning to program. This means he learned to write special instructions, like a secret language, that tell a computer exactly what to do. His father even taught him a bit of programming. Can you imagine a young boy creating computer programs? It's truly amazing. One of the very first things Mark built was a special messaging program for his family. He called it ZuckNet. His father had a dental office inside their home, and sometimes he needed to tell the receptionist something important without shouting across the room. So, Mark made ZuckNet, a small computer program that let computers in the office and in their house talk to each other. It was like an early, very simple chat system just for his family. This helped his father and family communicate very easily. Mark also loved to make computer games just for fun, sometimes with his friends who were good at drawing. He would design the games, and his friends would draw the pictures for them. This showed that Mark loved to combine his skills with others to create something new and fun. His parents saw his great talent and even hired a special computer tutor to teach him even more about programming, because Mark was learning so fast. Later, when Mark was in high school, he continued to create amazing programs. He even made a music program that could learn what music you liked and make special playlists for you. It was very clever. Big computer companies like Microsoft and AOL were very impressed by his skills. They even offered to buy his programs and wanted to hire him straight out of high school. But Mark chose a different path. He decided to go to a very famous university called Harvard University. He wanted to learn more and continue to explore his big ideas there. He was always thinking about new ways that computers could help people connect and share things. His early life clearly showed his deep passion for coding and his strong desire to build things that brought people closer together, even if it was just his family at first. Chapter 2: A Spark at Harvard, The Birth of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg started studying at Harvard University in 2002. Harvard is one of the most famous universities in the world. While he was there, he continued to work on different computer projects. He was always thinking about how to connect people using computers and the internet. In 2003, before Facebook, Mark created a very controversial website called FaceMash. What was FaceMash? It was a website that showed two pictures of Harvard students side by side, and people could vote on which person they thought was more attractive. Mark got the photos by hacking into Harvard's computer system, which was a big problem. The website became very popular very quickly, but it also caused a lot of anger because many students felt their photos were used without permission. Because of the trouble it caused, the university quickly shut FaceMash down after just a few days. Even though FaceMash caused problems, it showed Mark that people really wanted to look at pictures of other students and connect with them online. It showed him that there was a big interest in digital Facebooks or directories for students. From the lessons learned, both good and bad, from FaceMash, Mark got a new, even better idea. He thought, what if I build a website where students can create their own profiles, share their interests, and easily find and connect with other students at Harvard? This was a much more positive and useful idea. So, on February 4, 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, along with his college roommates and friends Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, launched a new website from their dorm room at Harvard. They called it thefacebook.com. This website was made specifically for students at Harvard University. It was like an online directory where students could see who was in their classes, find out about clubs, and see what their friends were doing. It was a simple way to connect everyone on campus. Facebook was an instant hit. In just 24 hours, many Harvard students signed up. They loved being able to see their friends' profiles and connect with new people online. The popularity grew incredibly fast. Mark and his friends quickly realized that this was much bigger than just a Harvard project. People at other universities heard about it and wanted to join too. Because of this amazing success, Mark made a very big and brave decision. He dropped out of Harvard University. He decided to leave his studies to work on Facebook full-time. He moved to Palo Alto, California, which is a place where many big technology companies are born, often called Silicon Valley. This was a huge risk, but Mark believed very strongly in his idea. He wanted to make Facebook available to more and more universities. There were some discussions and disagreements with other students who claimed they had similar ideas before Facebook was launched. This caused some legal problems later on, but Mark and his team continued to work very hard on their main goal, to connect people. In 2005, the company bought the domain name Facebook.com and officially dropped the from its name. It simply became Facebook. This marked the real beginning of Facebook as a rapidly growing, independent company ready to connect the whole world. Chapter 3: Connecting the World, Facebook's Amazing Growth. After becoming simply Facebook in 2005, the website started to grow very quickly. At first, it was only for university students in America. But people loved it so much that Mark and his team began to expand. They made Facebook available to students at more and more universities across the United States. Then, they opened it up to high school students. This made Facebook grow even faster because many young people wanted to connect with their friends online. A truly huge moment happened in September 2006. This is when Facebook officially opened its doors to everyone in the world who was at least 13 years old and had a valid email address. This was a massive change. Suddenly, anyone, anywhere, could sign up for Facebook and create a profile. It became a global platform almost overnight. Why did Facebook grow so incredibly fast? Simple and easy to use, it was very, very easy for anyone to create a profile, upload photos, write updates, like a short message about what you were doing or thinking, and find friends. Its design was very clear and not complicated. Connecting with friends and family, people loved being able to see what their friends were doing, share their own lives, and reconnect with old friends they had lost touch with. It was like having a huge digital photo album and message board with all your friends in one place. The news feed. In 2006, Facebook introduced the news feed. This was a very important new feature. It showed you a constant, updated list of what your friends were posting, like new photos, status updates, or links. This made Facebook feel very dynamic and exciting, making people want to check it many times a day. Mobile phone growth. As more and more people started using smartphones, Facebook made sure its app worked perfectly on mobile phones. This allowed people to connect and share even when they were away from their computers, making Facebook an essential part of daily life for millions. As Facebook grew, it started to become more than just a place for friends. Businesses, famous people, and organizations also created pages to connect with their customers and fans. Facebook quickly became the most popular social media website in the world, becoming bigger than other older social media sites. This rapid growth also brought many challenges. With billions of people sharing information, Facebook faced very big questions about privacy. How could they keep everyone's personal information safe? How could they make sure that people only saw true information, not fake news or harmful content? These were very, very difficult problems that Mark Zuckerberg and his company had to work very hard to solve, and they are still working on them today. In 2012, Facebook became a public company. This means that ordinary people and big investors could buy small parts of the company. These are called shares. This was a huge event in the business world and showed how incredibly valuable and powerful Facebook had become. Mark Zuckerberg, who started with a simple idea in a college room, was now leading one of the biggest and most influential companies on earth, truly changing how billions of people communicate and connect with each other. Chapter 4: Expanding the Digital Family, Instagram, WhatsApp and more. Even after Facebook became a huge global success, Mark Zuckerberg and his team did not stop innovating. They always looked for new ways to help people connect and share. Sometimes, this meant building new features inside Facebook. Other times, it meant finding other very popular apps and inviting them to join the Facebook family. A very important moment came in 2012. Mark Zuckerberg decided to buy a very popular photo sharing app called Instagram. Instagram was a new app that let people easily take beautiful photos with their phones, add special effects, and then share them with friends. It was growing very, very fast, especially among young people. Many people were surprised when Facebook bought Instagram for a huge amount of money, $1 billion, because Instagram was still quite small. But Mark had a very clear vision. He saw that sharing photos was becoming incredibly important, and Instagram was doing it in a very unique and popular way. He wanted Instagram to continue to grow and be a part of the Facebook family, giving users more ways to share their lives visually. Then, in 2014, Facebook made another massive acquisition. They bought WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a super popular messaging app that lets people send text messages, make calls, and send photos and videos to anyone in the world, often for free, using only the internet. Billions of people around the globe use WhatsApp every single day. Mark Zuckerberg believed that connecting people through messages was just as important as connecting them through social posts. By adding WhatsApp to the family, Facebook became even more central to how billions of people communicate privately with their friends and family, making it an essential tool for daily communication worldwide. These acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp were very smart moves. They helped Facebook stay at the very top of the social media world by making sure that even if people used different apps to connect, those apps were still part of Mark Zuckerberg's overall vision to connect the world. Facebook also made other smaller purchases over the years, investing in companies that worked on virtual reality, like Oculus VR, and other new technologies. As Facebook grew and grew, it also faced more and more challenges. With so many people using the platforms, there were new concerns about how user information was handled, about what kind of content was shared, and about balancing free speech with preventing harm. Mark Zuckerberg and his company spent a lot of time working on these very difficult problems, trying to make the platforms safer and more responsible for everyone. The company learned many hard lessons about the responsibility that comes with connecting billions of people. But through it all, Mark Zuckerberg continued to lead, always looking for the next big way to push technology forward and connect humanity even further. Chapter 5: Beyond the Screen, Mark's Metaverse Vision and Big Challenges. After many years of leading Facebook and its family of apps, Mark Zuckerberg started to think about an even bigger future. He began to believe that the next big step in how people connect would not just be on flat phone screens, but in new, immersive virtual worlds. Imagine this: instead of just looking at pictures of your friends, you could meet them as realistic digital versions of yourselves, called avatars, in a virtual room, walk around, play games, or even work together in a digital space. This big idea is called the metaverse. In 2021, to show the world how serious he was about this new future, Mark Zuckerberg made a very important decision. He changed the name of his main company from Facebook Incorporated to Meta Platforms Incorporated. He explained that the word meta means beyond in Greek. He wanted the company name to show that their vision was now bigger than just the Facebook app. It was about building technologies that would take us beyond what is possible today, into these new virtual and augmented worlds. Building the metaverse is a truly huge and difficult project. It needs new kinds of computers, special glasses for virtual reality (VR), and new ways for people to interact. Mark Zuckerberg is investing many billions of dollars into building this metaverse, hiring thousands of people to work on it. He believes that in the future, People will spend a lot of their time in the metaverse for work, for fun, for learning, and for connecting with others in a completely new way. However, this bold new direction also comes with many big challenges and questions. Technology is difficult. Making virtual worlds feel real and comfortable for everyone is very hard. Cost and access. Will these new virtual reality devices be too expensive for everyone to use? Privacy and safety. How can Meta keep people safe and protect their information in these new, immersive virtual spaces? These are even bigger questions than with traditional social media. Public opinion. Many people are still unsure about the metaverse and its future. Mark Zuckerberg continues to lead Meta with a strong focus on building this future. He is known for his belief in moving fast and building things quickly, learning from mistakes along the way. While the early motto of move fast and break things has changed a bit to be more careful, the spirit of fast innovation is still there. He believes that building new technologies quickly is the best way to find out what works and what doesn't. He also believes very strongly in the power of connecting people and building communities. He sees the metaverse as the next evolution of this idea, allowing even deeper connections. He always talks about helping people feel more connected, no matter where they are. Mark Zuckerberg's journey, from a young boy coding in his room to leading a company that connects billions in dreams of new virtual worlds, is truly remarkable. He has faced many difficult moments, including criticisms about how his platforms affect society and how they handle privacy. But he continues to push forward, always trying to build the next big thing that he believes will shape how we live and connect in the future. His story is a powerful example of how one person's vision and tireless work can fundamentally change the way the entire world communicates and experiences digital life. In very simple words, Mark Zuckerberg was a smart boy who loved computers and made small programs for his family. At Harvard University, he created Facebook to connect students, and it quickly became very popular. He left college to make Facebook a global company, connecting billions of people. He bought other popular apps like Instagram and WhatsApp to keep growing his family of services. Now, he is building a new virtual world called the Metaverse and has changed his company's name to Meta. He faces many challenges, especially with privacy and keeping people safe online, but he keeps working very hard to build the future of connection. His big idea is to always bring people closer together through technology.